name is Echo, y'all. What up? Welcome to my section. I've been thinking the same, about to drop a little knowledge in this bitch for change until the head's not. We've been real from the jump, now everybody just shut the fuck up. Welcome to my TED Talk. Y'all just sit and relax, so when I step up to the stage, I'm just spitting the facts.
We are live. Cave Talk, and we have some guests today. First, introduce myself, Rocky Faith, T-Sack all the way at the end over there now.
T-Sack 1000.
I know, I can never say Tyler. I only say Tyler when I'm upset with you.
I sound like a douche.
I'm like, Tyler?
You're like, Lacey.
Like, Tyler, Lacey, Sackett, pull your pants up and get out of the corner. And then we got Jason here with us. I'm actually happy to have him here. I'm going to talk a lot about this guy.
He's a fucking badass.
I
Both
love
of these guys.
And we got Ken. So we actually talked about these guys a couple weeks ago on the show. Actually, a month ago on the show, huh? I don't even remember when it was.
I think so.
We were actually, what we were talking about is we were highly impressed with both you guys, with you guys showings at the last shows you guys did. I'm not as impressed with you, Ken, because you're just like a freak of nature. But Jason,
look at him.
He really is, dude. He's like
chilling old school, 265 over here.
I just remember the first time I saw him, I was like, holy fucking arms, this guy. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's got
look at that. It's fucking ridiculous.
Appreciate the compliments, guys. It's an honor to
pull that off real quick. Hold on.
Jason, one of those guys though I saw, and then I swear to God, like I saw him, and then I saw him like 2 weeks later, and he was just like in crazy ass shape. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like,
so they both did the J. Cutler Classic. Hey, how much did you weigh? Would you rebound weight after the show? What'd you gain?
After the show, it was like 30 pounds.
You gained 30 pounds? How fast?
In 6 days.
What about you?
that's fucking ridiculous.
The same. Really?
Yeah.
Did both of you guys' cankles come out? You know, did you get water retention in your ankles?
I don't think I retain any water there, bro. It's like a stick on there.
Let me see. you got legs? What are you talking about?
Wow.
Well, I'm with Jason. It's really incredible the technique that he uses to really lean down so fast.
I gotta hear this.
You do carb backloading you were talking about, right? That's how you come down fast?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that shit works.
No, it was really fast, though. It was really fast. We were literally like, I'm not sure, like 7 weeks out. And there was some people at the gym telling me, like, do you think Jason is going to make it? And I'm like, absolutely. He will. I mean, as soon as you know what you're doing, things get kind of easier, right?
That's what I'm saying, though. I saw him 1 week, and then I saw him a couple weeks later, and I was like, that fucking Jason is crazy.
So everybody here prep's different. You start at like 14 weeks out.
Yeah.
How many weeks? 7 weeks, 8 weeks out you start?
I was 12.
So you do a normal 12. What about you?
I start 12 weeks out. And but anyways, I have like a little cheat meal,
Yeah.
11 weeks out, 10 weeks out, and then after 10 weeks out, I try to stay consistent at least for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then depending on how I look, I might eat something. Yeah.
That's pretty. So 12 weekers basically. 14. I'm at 8. I do 8.
8 is pretty good.
Yeah, I carb cycle. 3 low, 1 high usually.
3, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the same.
You
fucking
this guy over
whitefish
here
and
eats
salad.
air.
Whitefish and salad.
When you're like, I gotta go to the bathroom, I'm like, he's only going pee, you don't poop. He's like, I'm bloated. What'd you eat? Fish.
Hey, you know what's so funny, man, is the first time I met Jason, and actually we're gonna say this, both Jason and Ken's wives are in the studio with us as well. But sorry guys, I'm gonna be fucking on you. Like, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I want to know about home life. I want to know about everything, man. I want to know just about bodybuilding. I want to know everything. But well, nothing too crazy, nothing that's invasive. But
sure.
It's so funny is I've met Jason, and I remember talking to him a few times at the gym. I feel so bad because I'll be talking to him and he's like, my English isn't that good, and I'm looking at him, I'm cracking up in my head because I'm like, I'm so fucking hillbilly when I talk so goddamn fast.
You talk fine, dude.
Yeah, his I'm like fucking his English is better than mine.
Where are you from?
No way. I'm originally from Korea.
Yeah.
And then I moved to Hawaii 6 years ago from Korea.
Nice.
And then I moved here from Hawaii around a year ago.
Actually, that's a good slow change. Well, I guess it's not slow, but
yeah,
easier than straight up Las Vegas from Korea or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Well, I would say Korea is a more fast paced than Hawaii. Hawaii's like slow, man.
White people, all that, like
hillbillies like me.
It's a little bit different over here. What about you? Where are you from? Born and raised.
I was born in San Francisco. My family, they're born in Guatemala. I mean, I have more background than that, but if you want to be specific where my mom and my dad are from, they're from Guatemala. So I was born in San Francisco, and then I just kept on traveling, visiting family back and forth. This is why I have an accent too, but I was actually born here.
You lived in Hawaii for a little bit too.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I wasn't living there, but I guess you can say that I was living there for a while because we had
Doing
work
work?
over there. And we're just traveling, like, staying there for a month, coming back for a week, and then just going back. So sometimes there was not even a point to come back.
How was that for a change? Because
It was pretty good, bro. I actually learned how to surf.
calm and
It was really good. It was really good. My very first wave was 40 feet tall.
what?
So it was crazy, bro. It was
what do
crazy.
I do? How do I stand on this thing? Oh,
It was
fuck,
just
40
insane.
feet.
It was just insane, and I remember very well that day because it's like it's a print in my life that I really wanted to do that, and I finally did it. And the waves, they were crazy that day. And my instructor was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been learning how to actually swim in the ocean for the past 6 months, so I'm just gonna do it." I did it, bro, and it was just one of the best experiences of my life. It was amazing.
Jason, what else do you do besides bodybuilding, man? Like, what do you do for work? I'm curious.
Free diving.
Free diving?
Yeah,
Wait.
and not scuba diving. The free diving is only one.
Yeah. How far can you go? How deep?
15 meter.
Oh, wow.
15 meter. I
That's
don't know
pretty good.
how inches, how feet, but I know only meter. 15.
Yeah. No, that's far.
That's deep.
What's 1 meter? Feet. How many feet per meter?
3 feet?
Is it-
3 feet
Yeah,
in a
well,
meter?
it's like a.
No, that's a yard, bro. 3
is
feet.
really?
Yeah.
I'm confused, bro. Don't ask me.
Yeah, that's a fucking yard. How many
just trying to
how many
go for
yards?
it, bro.
Hold on. Let's just go down the rabbit hole. How many yards?
Where's
are
my
there?
wife? She knows. I think is it 9 feet? I don't know.
Oh, bro, what? 1 meter?
15,
9 feet?
15
Hey, I
minutes.
see you guys know over there. What's the answer?
Pull that up,
So
please.
1 meter is 3 feet.
What?
Oh, it is.
Oh,
I'm saying 9, triple.
all right, so hold on. 3 times 15,
45?
45 feet deep. The fuck that shit.
Dude, that's deep.
That is so deep.
You look like
Bro, hey,
Do you feel pressure in your ears?
Yeah, my feel pressure in my ear, so I equalizing.
Oh, got you.
So you were doing that all your prep or all every day?
No.
Hey, he's the one that found all the bodies in Lake Mead. He's like, I found another one.
You take a picture and you just leave.
So that is your
You send it in?
secret
He's
to
like,
being
he's
down
like,
so fast.
he's like, that one's about 12 meters down. I stopped once I saw the body and came back up.
1,000 feet deep. Lake Mead leaves decades of secrets below its surface.
Legit corpse in the barrel, just washed up.
But for real, going back to that topic where you guys were talking about him laying down really fast, I was actually talking to him about that a few weeks ago, remember? He's like, bro, just relax. You have enough time. You're gonna make it happen. And I was like, bro, you're my superhero. Because I'm freaking out over here and I see you, doing your things right and everything, and you're so calm. And you're only 8 weeks out, and you somehow he made it, bro. It was amazing, bro. It was amazing. I gotta shake your head, bro. That was good, bro. You're my superhero, bro.
But that's
I want to ask protocols if you're that late, but I'm not going to. I can tell you my protocol. I
I
don't
use
care.
a lot of BCAAs, creatine,
pineapple before you go to sleep.
isoprotein,
I'm all natty.
a little extra chicken here and there.
Extra reps. Every time that you work out, just do those extra reps. Pump it up.
You know what though? That could be why you have such a good showing too, though, because you're so calm and like it seems like you don't really have any stress, man. So.
Well, there's the saying that says, I'm not sure if I'm going to say it right now, but it says, just because someone is carrying the weight right and it makes it look easy doesn't mean that it's not heavy.
Right.
So it's probably very intense for him too. It's just that he knows how to keep it cool.
There's some people that can handle stress a lot better than others.
He knows
For real,
he knows
yes.
the right diet for his body and everything too.
Yeah. No, it's good though. Well, you know what's funny though is like, okay, so at the show when I was as soon as I saw like the light heavyweights come out, and that was the thing because like I did the Cutler the year before you. I kind of said this too. I was like, I wish there was competition like Jason when I did it, because like it was kind of like I felt the same way when I saw the competition come out for the light heavy. I was like,
I know. I was supposed to step on stage with you.
Yeah.
I totally went downhill. Lost 30 pounds.
Well, when I stepped on, I was like, nope. There's no one here that I just wasn't worried about anyone. And then when I saw Jason step on stage, with everyone, I was like, nope. There's no one here that's even close to him. I mean, it was you, and then it was 5th place for everybody else. I mean, there was nothing close.
Oh, Jason is here.
No, but seriously, you saw him, and it was like, I kind of shook my head, and there's not even anyone close. But you were in a different category, and I think that's what, Ken, so are you guys, like both of you guys are, and that's what we were kind of talking about, is like, you guys are kind of different, you guys are built different athletes, you know? So it's a different caliber. Like, I'm looking for, I honestly think both you guys will be pro very soon. Like, I can see that happening.
Yeah, you got it or you don't.
Yeah.
Straight up.
It's true though. I mean, as soon as you put in the work and you keep on going and just keep on going, and that's what matters.
We're all around the right people too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Vegas, all the pros, you know.
Yeah.
We don't got secrets that are
Who do you work with? Like,
I was my coach. I'm with the J. Kohler and Samson, but right now I'm with Hide.
Oh, you're with, okay.
Yeah, I'm with Hide.
Yeah, he's good.
He's amazing.
Team Hide, yeah.
Rocky.
Dude, Cody and I, fucking, when we were training with him over at ATI, he just would fuck us up. Like, he was trained as hard.
He knows how to do that.
Hey, we would, but the way he talked, like, Rookie, we call him fucking Master Splinter. But, all right, Master Splinter, like, fucking relax. So he was awesome to train with, and then Milos came in. That for me was really cool. I mean, my coach is Joe Tong. I think you guys both know Joe. And but when Milos came, Milos was, I mean, I've had a conversation many times where I say he was my childhood hero, like bodybuilding wise. That was the guy I looked up to.
Right.
And I was like, he walked in, I'm like, holy shit. And it just, the whole dynamic changed though. It's actually 6 of us because Peter trained with us too. Peter's not really a bodybuilder. Peter owns ATI, but he would, you know, we all worked out together. It was pretty amazing. And that went on, God, for almost a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He had like the perfect prep.
Yeah.
COVID, nobody was in the gym over there, eating perfect with the best trainers, basically.
Yeah.
You had it dialed.
Yeah, and it was so cool too. Joe had set it up for me where I got to actually work with Neil Hill as well for posing.
Yeah.
And so Neil Hill worked with me, and that was incredible.
Who did your guys' posing? Who helped? Who taught you guys?
Well, in my case, it was Hide as well. By the time that I did the Samsons, I was working with Flex Wheeler. I've been with Flex Wheeler for a long time.
How was working with him? He showed you a lot. He's
an
a mentor.
amazing person, bro. Honestly, the way that he does things, it reminds me. I love anime and all of the honor and the things that are behind that. You know, that shows you how to keep on going, keep on pushing, and everything. So the way that dynamic that we have with him, it's like that too.
He comes from like a martial arts background.
Exactly. And
So he has a lot of discipline.
And his name is Kenneth, bro. So I'm part of that. My name is Kenny. You know, everyone calls me Ken.
Yeah.
And with him too, everyone calls him Kenny, his family. So we have a lot of things in common, and he's a really cool guy, bro. He was the very first Olympian that I met that actually put his eye on me and started to help me and show me stuff that I needed to learn.
That's pretty
and
cool.
not just about building muscle; it's about longevity as well. You know.
Well, he wasn't just a coach or trainer for you. He's your friend.
No, more than a friend, bro. Like,
He's
I
like
tell
a
him,
family member, I guess.
He calls me son, and I tell him, hey, you know what, you're like a dad figure to me. Even though I have my father, I love my dad. He's my best friend, and he's my idol too. But with Flex, we created this relationship, this nice relationship, and well, I did the Samsons. You know, as everyone knows, he's been going through, you know, work, his stuff that he's been dealing with and everything. So I feel like now is the time for me to show that I really learned what he taught me, let him breathe from me for a little bit, and start working with, you know, Hide, which is, it's still in the same family, you know.
I started working with the E-Day right before I got sick, because I was going to do the car last year, but I got really sick. Everyone over at Powerhouse got sick all of a sudden. But I was working with E-Day on posing at that time, and
he's really good, bro.
He's amazing.
He's very artistic with the way that he poses.
Amazing. Like, if you guys have an opportunity to work with him for posing, I'd say do it. Like, even training with him, do it. Like,
I actually worked out with him yesterday and today.
Yeah. He posted you. I saw that.
Oh yeah, bro. That was so amazing. That was
that's pretty cool.
It's like all of us grew watching all of these amazing athletes, amazing legends. It's not just athletes; they're legends.
Yeah.
And now we just know them and we treat them as family, and everything is actually.
He is a really amazing guy too.
Who was your guys' favorite bodybuilder
growing up?
Who's your guys'? When you were a kid and or started working out, I don't know if you guys were into it when you were a kid, but
Flex Wheeler, J. Kohler.
oh yeah.
The favorite ones.
What about you guys?
To be totally realistic, the very first bodybuilder that I saw that was a male, because the first bodybuilder I saw was my mom. But the first bodybuilder that I saw and I was like, oh, I want to be like that, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course, because he's definitely the person that came up with all of this, right? But if I want to say after that, I would say, Flex Wheeler, Ronnie Coleman, Hide. I love the Hide's career.
I was never a fan of Ronnie Coleman, but let me take it back. I was a fan of his, but it was like he was in a class of his own. And there's certain bodybuilders that I look at and I go, I don't want to say they destroyed bodybuilding, but they changed the history of bodybuilding. So the last time that, like, the last body I look at for the Olympiads that I actually liked was Lee Haney. And then you have Dorian that came in and just like, he started creating this mass, and it's like everyone had to put on size just to keep up with them. And then Ronnie Coleman came in and was a fucking monster. Right. And then you see Jay Cutler had to follow that. And then it's like, you look at all these guys, Heath, all these guys that are champions now, they're the 1 percentile of men. Like, being that huge it's fucking insane.
So we're all around like Milos and all them.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think was the most overlooked other than Milos in bodybuilding?
The giant killer, Lee Priest. If they had a 212 division, dude.
No way.
Dude, he should have been. There's so many. I look at guys that beat him when he was on stage.
He ruined it for himself. That's why he had to exit the way he did.
Oh, how did he ruin it for himself?
Basically, he tried going over to a whole nother
the WBFF.
Yeah, and they abandoned him. He's still somebody. He's still looked at. He still has his podcast and stuff. Who I would say is Gustavo Badell, 2005. Insane. Beat everybody at Olympia, but didn't win Olympia. This is when they had the battle off pose down. He won. Oh. He was sick.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Most overlooked bodybuilder.
I feel
Milos is one, but other than him,
I say to this day, like, the way Milos was built, that to me, that's what it should have been.
Yeah.
Because like, you look like he comes right after the kind of the Haney generation.
Well, if you want to say something like that, I feel like personally, me, Flex Wheeler.
Oh, of course.
You know,
he got jacked.
I want to.
There's a couple of times he should have won.
He should have won every time.
Just right about to say that. There is some times that I saw him stepping next to Ronnie Coleman, and I'm like, wait. He looks better than Ronnie Coleman in this situation. What's happening right now?
Fuck it.
Honestly, I'd rather be remembered as Flex than Ronnie Coleman. Yeah, why? Because he looked better, lost. Everybody sees that. He is the best.
Hey,
he is.
He is.
Hey, who is your
straight up?
Hey, who is your least favorite bodybuilder?
Ronnie Coleman.
Ronnie Coleman?
Oh, big time.
Really?
Yeah. 100%.
I liked him because he was a cop and all that other stuff, but I mean, he was just so fucking big. But
he's ugly.
Hey, you know who my least favorite it was? Fucking Sean Ray.
Oh,
and this is
personality or
personality. But this is when all I had.
He tried taking a girlfriend away from me one time.
I believe
fucking
it.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, but here's the thing: is
her name was Crystal.
Shit.
Not yours.
I know. She wasn't even born yet. Hey, no. Okay, look at it this way. The tornado. Hey, look at it this way, man. He looked like a douchebag just being in magazines. I'll say
he is. He talks. He talks good, but he's just kind of comes off.
He's condescending.
I don't know. I don't really know the right words for it, but I don't want to do an interview with him, and he wouldn't never want to do one with me. So
yeah,
I'm nobody.
That's not that you're nobody.
But
you're a big body, bro.
Whatever. What's funny is like it doesn't. Let's just be honest. Hey guys,
we should have him on our show.
At the end of the day, he would never fucking come in here.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Hey, but that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, we're all human beings.
Yeah.
And like. This is what I don't. This is.
He had all the cars, the money, the cool shit. So people looked up to him, and he got his pro card at a young age. So it made him cocky. I get it. Do I know him? No, I shouldn't talk. But
no, because I've actually met him a few times, and I watch people's mannerisms. I watch how men act with other men.
Oh, he don't care.
No, let me put it to you this way. Okay, it doesn't matter if you are nobody in the gym or if you're the biggest guy in the gym, like the baddest dude in the gym, or like the coolest guy in the gym. You treat everyone the same. You talk to everyone the same. You treat everyone the same. He does not do that at all.
No.
He talks differently to people, and then he sees someone else, and he's like, oh, completely changes.
Yeah, fake.
Yeah. So to me, I go, what you do is you have a stature, and you don't treat all men equally. You know, and listen, not all men are equal. I get it, but you treat everyone with the same amount of respect. Unless they disrespect you, then, gloves are off.
Then you treat them with the same amount of pain.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, you've been training, like boxing and stuff. Who got you into that?
Well, my dad, he was a martial artist. And my dad is my superhero. I love my dad. He was a cop. He was in the military. He's done a lot of things. He's an attorney. He's a doctor in law now. And I remember that, back in the days, my mom was doing bodybuilding, bikini. And my dad, he would do weightlifting, but not to be a bodybuilder, but, to be
To fuck somebody up if he had to.
Exactly. For payment, right? So it was like, hey, I had these both worlds that I really liked. And I was like, hey, I want to learn this from my dad too, right? So he taught me how to kick, how to punch the bag and stuff. And then later on, when I, became an adult, I was like, hey, I want to find a nice place where I can actually go boxing and actually do weightlifting at the same time. I never found such a place like that. Not even when I was living in LA or Hawaii, I actually found it here. So it was really close to the house too. So
There's a lot of places here,
it
though.
was that old Dragons gym. I don't know if you remember.
Out east side of town?
Yes. It's not existing anymore. It's closed.
Oh, okay.
It's a new gym. Well, they had that dynamic going on in there. So I would, work out and literally just go into a little room when I was already boxing. So
Gotcha.
it just became part of me. Also because I hate running on the treadmill. I just can't, bro. It's like, I'm like running the treadmill 2 minutes. I'm like, is it 30 minutes yet? Oh my gosh, I can't, bro. So I just hate it. I do it because I need to.
Dude, that's what weed is for, man. Pop a gummy, dude, just start walking.
You go hard on the gummies.
I'm like, oh shit, man, I've been on this thing for 45 minutes. I was only supposed to be on it for 25.
It feels like 45, it's only in 5.
It's 45 seconds.
5 seconds, bro. No,
Man, I'm done.
Yeah. So that's how I started boxing, and now it just became just part of my routine. I do it at least twice a week.
Does anyone else eat gummies here besides me?
Fuck those things. You're crazy.
Do you eat gummies?
Who gets high here?
But like actual edible gummies.
The edible gummies.
The ones with the
Not gummy bears.
So you you eat one and train, or are you talking about before you go to bed?
No, I'm talking about the gummies that you're saying.
Yeah.
You guys are nuts, but I dab, so that's a little different.
That's fucking-
Dabberoo.
I like dabs though.
No.
Fucking
All right, so do you edibles?
What is that?
weed.
Marijuana.
THC. No.
No?
You're good.
Yeah, I know.
I'm curious, but I kind of scared.
Has he ever had an edible?
No, he hasn't.
Because in Korea, it's illegal.
Because we consider.
Oh, okay.
You want a gummy?
It is a drug.
I'll get you a gummy right now if you want one. We'll watch we'll watch him change towards the end of the show. He just stops talking. He's like,
I'll just watch
dude,
you
I think
guys.
this is the first show I've done where I haven't had a gummy. I forgot.
Oh, you
This
are
is-
high every time.
I was, not today. You can tell my eyes look different today. The other shows, I'm always like,
You look Korean usually, but now that we have a Korean guy out here,
actually,
you look Mexican.
yeah, he looks more Mexican.
No.
Well, you look a little tan right now. Huh? You look a little tan right now. Like you're going to a pool or something. Have you been going to a pool?
Oh, no.
No, lately?
He's always dark. He's born like that.
He's born what?
He's born this dark. Yeah, he's usually dark.
Oh, you're tan. You're tan.
Oh, you have a dark.
You're lucky. You're
Well,
lucky.
to me, I feel like sometimes I'm a little darker than other times.
Dude, I get pink first. I get so pink, and then I get a little bit of brown. It takes a lot. I like. Okay, so the darkest I've ever been was when I did the show, and I like tanned religiously because it's what Joe told me to do.
Yeah.
That shit was hard at first, man. I got out of the tanning bed and I was like, I'm fucking pink.
You guys take melatonin.
It fucking hurt.
No
I
tan.
did. I did
You
take
did that.
that.
Huh?
Yeah.
You guys take that? The injectable tanner?
Injectable?
You know, a friend
Yeah.
gave that to me.
You are natty, bro. You are natty.
Yeah. So it's basically. You gotta be careful. You'd come out purple, bro.
Yeah.
You look like the fucking
You're like,
Kool-Aid
who the hell is
guy.
that guy?
No, it's like, so it's
He's the next Ronnie Coleman.
you take a little bit,
You're like,
right? You take a little. You don't use a lot of it, but it literally makes your skin darker. And I would take it and I'd go tan for like 10 minutes and you get dark as shit.
I heard the scars that you have from when you were a child. And you,
Oh yeah, this shit is
So
predominantly.
this right here, this
I heard.
this right here, that's how tan I was. Every little dot. Yeah, I was going hard. I did 37 shows in a row. I was like, fuck, spray
Show the
tan.
color of that mole, bro.
Right there. Wow, I got it on my cheek too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty bad. It changed my eye color darker,
It's funny,
everything.
it's funny you say that because I have like dark freckles on my arms now that never go away.
There's 3 bad things about that stuff.
I have tattoos all over. You can see it, but like see like all the little dots.
Yeah.
That's all from that. Like they'll never.
Because of that.
So
never
I used to
go
take
away.
it before I'd go to bed every night. I'd wake up. The bad side effect, which isn't bad, especially if you're with a girl, is huge fucking boners in the morning when you wake up, and they don't go away for like an hour. And then the bad one is the skin doesn't change where you have moles and stuff. And then if you take too much, you get sick and you want to throw up.
That's the worst though. Is like when you're on prep and you're taking stuff, and like I was alone. That shit sucked. I was like, this is horrible.
Like, all right, I'll do this
The whole
anyways.
body, your body's like, oh man.
So guys, I'm curious about
You're
something.
like, you can't show off or anything. They're just like,
What do you guys think about the females bodybuilders? What are your thoughts about it?
we talked about this a little bit. So
Are we talking about attraction or bodybuilding?
attraction or body? What are we talking about? Are we going down the list? We'll go down the list.
Say it again.
Are we talking about like if they're attractive or like what do you want to know?
Well,
Ask me anything.
Because
So I was confused for a while, so I kept doing it.
Give me a topic.
So personally,
I don't like it.
When I see some girls that are, in IFBB Pro Leagues or in the Olympia, there are some girls that they actually look even more ripped than the guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They do get leaner.
It's unbelievable.
So-
you're like, damn, I don't even feel that rib next to you, girl. Like,
Me,
what's happening?
I respect it and I look up to that, but off stage, it's freakish. It's not like I judge, but I look up to that. I respect it, what they're trying to do, but they're changing themselves too much.
I dated a couple bodybuilder girls, so
Yeah.
can't really say anything.
Rocky doesn't care.
No, I trust me, I do care, man. I went through a really fucking rough stage, man.
He's trying to
I went
few-
through a bad stage, dude. I was like, Jesus.
At least he knows he didn't like it. I was like, I think I'm a little confused.
Hey,
Let's try this
Tyler,
again.
hey, like someone new would come back here with me, and Tyler just look at me and just give me that look, like, fucking Rocky, fucking Rocky.
I did it too, bro.
He did, and then hey, the next morning he'd be like, "So what did you learn? Did you learn your mistake?" I'm like, "Yeah, I fucked up, Tyler." Yeah, no. Okay, so here I have 2 thoughts on it. Like if they're doing it and they're going pro and that's their career, hey, look, hats off, do what you need to do. But I think there's a lot of women that start using stuff that they shouldn't be using. They have no intentions of going pro. They're doing like an amateur show. They probably plan on doing one show, and they fuck their hormones up. They fuck their body up. Like I've seen girls now where I've seen. Okay, I'll just say it like this. I've seen some girls. I'm not going to name any names. They just did the color show with you guys. Oh, looked amazing, and then all of a sudden you see them right now, and you're like, oh, you're having a really bad thyroid issue, aren't you? Like it's bad. And I go, guys, like. But I don't think who's ever working with them is educating them.
Or they might do it themselves. They
could be doing it
rebounding
themselves.
hard. Maybe too much cardio.
No.
Catabolic.
No,
You know what is the problem that I see now in new bodybuilders?
No calories. Too much cardio.
I don't know,
Rebound like no other for a long time.
If you're going pro and you're doing all that and that's your focus, and I get it, but I don't. There's too many like.
I've had to help a lot of girls actually that have done that without steroids.
Yeah.
Catabolic damage is horrible on women.
Yeah.
Well,
Really ruins them.
think of like this: like there are people, men and women, but more women than anything, because I usually think it's a mother that puts it in their head. But they end up with body issues and body complexes, and then what do? They starve themselves, not realizing what they're doing to their body just by starving themselves. And then,
shit.
And then they only eat out of necessity, and they don't realize when they're only eating out of necessity, what does your body do? A
lot of people
it
do
grabs
that,
the
though.
food, it holds on to it, it doesn't let it go.
Yeah.
It just stores it.
Well,
and,
that's-
and it doesn't matter how active you're being, what you're doing, you're not getting rid of it. And then you tack on this. Usually if they have a body complex and they're going through those issues, it's stress related. There's stress that goes behind it. So
male or female, when I was a kid, I didn't know what to do for food, so I didn't eat. Or I'd eat one meal, or I'd be like, "Oh, look, chocolate." Next thing you know, I'm fucking round and lean. Like,
it's funny.
I seriously wouldn't eat for 3 days, and I'd eat whatever. And like,
I picture Tyler being that kid that ran to the fridge and just grabbed a hot dog out of the fucking package. And
I
just ate
did.
it cold.
I'd slit a
Nasty
little
little bastard.
line in it and put cheese in there too, all cold.
What's like snacks you'd eat in Korea? Like what's like something you guys would eat there?
Salmon, like top ramen. You guys do
No,
that?
dude.
I do that. Yeah, they
They
do.
didn't eat top ramen. Top ramen is like fucking made in like San
Yeah, they call it
Francisco
something
or
else over there, dick.
Yeah, ramen.
Yeah, no,
Not top ramen. No, like what? Like a snack. What did you guys have? Like this guy was white trash like me, so we would run to the fridge and grab fucking a hot dog and eat it. What was like your guys' go-to snack in Korea?
Ramen.
See,
what the fuck?
Not top ramen though, dude. You said top ramen. Shit. No, it's not. Top ramen. You only know top ramen because you're trailer park like me, bro.
That's all they have here in America.
Fried chicken.
It's the same.
You guys didn't have
dry. It's like a fucking noodles in the cup, dry, right? And you guys cook it.
Yeah.
Fucking.
But it's not called top ramen over there.
No, it's the same shit.
They were like, let's get the top ramen that comes from America.
They call it different in Hawaii too.
They make this shit out there, man.
Fuck this white guy, right?
Hey,
No, guys, have you guys talking about Korea? Have you guys ever seen in Netflix the movies from Korea, the action movies, scary movies?
Yeah,
and stuff? They're
good.
amazing, no? Like I just love them so much. It's like if you want to see an anime transformed into a real person
they're
type
good.
of movie, oh my gosh, that's just crazy. It's amazing. I love the movies from Korea. They're just great. Actually,
My sisters are into Korean stuff like crazy. My cousin's one of the main Air Force guys at the base. They are. Hardcore.
They're obsessed.
Hey, you know what's funny, man? Is like back in the day growing up, like if someone was called like if you saw a white dude and he was all like pretty and shit, you'd be like fucking Backstreet. Like
Backstreet
you would name, you said Backstreet. Like now you see like a hot Korean dude, you're like fucking K-pop. Fuck you.